Well, here I am back again. This is Iron Bill with another video. It's been a while. Sorry about that. Life's been pretty busy. Right now, I'm on my alt account. A lot of reasons for that, but one of the big ones is that when I've been on my regular account, there haven't been a lot of clan members on, and honestly, I've got everything there is out of the season that I really want to get done. And there are a few triumphs and things that I could do, and some things I could collect, but I don't know, they don't seem to interest me that much. And so I decided instead to go ahead and go into my new light account that I was making for my son-in-law, and I just thought, I'll go ahead and progress that, get that up to level. I've been ignoring that for a good long time, and actually have quite a bit of stuff to play through. Sony did make a change though. Used to in the past, if you bought Destiny on your basic PlayStation account, whatever other secondary accounts that you made, you'd be able to have the whatever DLC you purchased on it as well. It's not the case anymore, and so I really am pulling along as a new light player. Now, I could go ahead and buy the release, I suppose, but it's not worth it. I'm not going to play it that much, and honestly, I really want to see this kind of from the new light perspective anyway, just to see what a person can and can't do. Because to be honest, I only know what I've been told, and now I can experience it firsthand. Also, I want to show you that I'm working with my sensitivity. I'm going to show you some PvP play here in a second, and by the way, I do need to get out my phone for this one because I'm using a couple of blues along with this, but one of the things I'm experimenting with is my look sensitivity, and typically I run 7, maybe 8, and I ran that back to 5 just to see if I could control my reticle a bit better, because it is something I've definitely struggled with moving along. So yeah, now the loadout I'm going to use for this is going to be the Badlands Mk. It's a blue shotgun, and that one comes with full auto and accurized rounds, and I'm using the rifle barrel. So it's actually, as a blue, I always did like it. This was one of my favorite blues back in the day, back when Destiny 2 started. And honestly, it's a lightweight. I don't know, I've always liked this one, and it occupies the primary spot, which allows me to use another blue that I've always kind of liked, the Madrugada SR2. Madrugada SR2. This one comes with explosive rounds, alloy magazine, and I'm using the Candle PS, which is short zoom. And what I'm trying to do is play for stability, I believe. So, anyway, the heavy really doesn't matter that much. I think I was using a falling guillotine that I picked up, not even a good one. I didn't really want to play the heavy game anyway. So let's pull this on. There you go. You see my loadout. Yep. And I do have stompies. You see my stat roll is not real great. In this instance, I'm just under 1260 actual power, and I think I've got a +4 maybe on my artifact here. This is after only playing, I guess I've played 3 or 4 days on this account. It didn't take too long to take it up from 1100 to here. And yeah, with that said, one more thing I will add is the funny thing is, I'm in this account partially today because there weren't any clanmates who've been on recently that wanted to play. And in this match, I run into a clanmate who actually winds up being on my side. So, dog, I saw you. All right, I don't know if you knew it was me on my alt account. We haven't played together on that account for a very long time. So here we go, let's roll it. Scroll it into the action. It's Fragment. And Fragment's an interesting map. I mean, most of the fights happen over B, although a lot of teams will play the AC game, and we come up on the C side, so we're going to go into this. I played a lot of matches today, and I'm going to tell you something. Matchmaking is just really messed up, and I say that a lot, but it is. And I got dropped into a lot of matches in progress where my side was getting stomped, the other team already has supers, and I just kept getting dumped into that kind of thing. And then of course I'd come in, wind up with like a 0.3 KD and maybe get 1 or 2 kills. And I don't know what Bungie's thinking, on that sort of thing, because if you believe that that's going to make people want to play this game, dead wrong. Dead wrong. All right, there's a Warlock on here called Warlock Warp, I think is what he called himself. There he is. There he is. So I backed up instead of moving forward. Warlock Blink. Yeah, that's his name. And he was really starting to kind of get to me after a bit, because he kills me 2 or 3 times. And then you know, what you want to do, the way he was going, he's blinking over my head to get behind me. And my reaction, I knew what he was doing, but I backed up thinking I could back up behind him, which you really can't do because he's running at me full speed. What I should have done was create a distance and run forward. And you'll see I figured this out after a bit. And there's Dog, by the way, right in front of me. All right, I jumped over there so that I wouldn't get sniped. And we're running as a group. And I see they're spawning behind, but our team's got it covered. We've got another one right behind. It's our Blink guy, and you see him here. I tried to put a shuriken on him. Didn't do it, but that's all right. He got a little cocky with that. He's jumping in there with the whole team there. I don't know what he thought he was going to pull off on that. That's a little arrogant. Now, as far as the Madrugada is concerned, it's a very, very good scout. It's a 200 RPM, I believe. Might be a 180. It's one or the other. But, you know, it actually handles really well. It's lightweight, so you can run well with it. There's Mr. Blink again. Yeah, that stuff was getting old fast. And what you got to do when you play Scout, of course, is you got to keep a certain range. And there's Mr. Blink. Now, again, I was trying to be conscious of leveling out my reticle, you know, and be ready. Head height there. There he is over the head. There, push forward. And that time I did. And I got him. That felt good. I'm not going to lie. I wound up killing him a few times too, so it wasn't like he completely owned me, although early on he did. Okay, now I don't know what I was waiting on there, but I managed to get one and a piece of another. And so this Scout actually at that range is actually super good. And that's our Warlock buddy again. And I think I screw up again and back up just out of reaction. Yep, I backed up. Big mistake. He was waiting for it. If I'd pushed forward, he would have had like a 3-second pause before he could do that again. I could have re-engaged. And yeah, it's just something I've got to work on reaction-wise. The other thing is, there have been several times today when somebody's been charging me and I have a shotgun and I'm holding a primary, and for whatever reason, I just don't pull the shotgun. And I know at the time I'm thinking, pull the shotgun, pull the shotgun, and I just don't. And you know, that's one thing right there that would just elevate my game so much. Okay, now I wasted a super there thinking I could stop him with it. Unfortunately, the nerf to that super is such that, of course, it's not going to stop any other super. It's, you know, even one like that. I'd have had better luck trying to shotgun him out of it. And that's a bad super. I'm waiting for him to get down to that. He's going to jump down here, and I'm thinking it's the Warlock, although it wasn't. I can see the name now. And I'm getting hit from behind, so I have to push forward, come up. This is a good place to control lane. There's a few good shots. That's good. That was a decent play. A little bit of team shot, but that's all right. Rotate around. You notice I'm trying not to sit still too much, and if the team moves, I'm moving. Earlier on some of the other matches, we had one guy on the team going over and taking spawns, and then the rest of the team was fighting in the middle. And you know, I would be trying to defend our zone in the spawn flip, and all of a sudden I'm buried with 5 people. Now watch this. If I stay there, I'm dead. So I push forward. He's on my tail. I know he's there, but I'm pushing into the bad. So I've got him all around. So I'm going to come back and face him. I figure I've got a better chance with people around than not. And watch this series. Come in. This is the Warlock guy, the Blink. Got him. That felt good. Not going to lie. And picked up an orb as well. So I might even get a super again. Who knows? But we're going to try. Now the bad thing about playing this character is basically I don't have a lot of options. Dead Man's Tail, I tried to fight it out with that. Bad idea. That's basically a 150 at that point, and it hits a lot harder. I think he probably had high caliber rounds on it too, because he staggered me off my shot. I'm waiting. I'm guessing he's going to come on the left side. He came on the right instead. And I actually got the first few shots on him, and he staggered me off of it. So, you know, I figured out then that when I face that guy again, I'm going to have to rush him with a shotgun. It's the only thing that's going to work. Because, you know, letting him 1v1 with the Scouty, he's going to win that every time. All right, so I'm chasing this guy. And he's really trying hard for the fusion rifle. And, yeah. Okay, I figure someone else will come. I can see him on the radar. Nothing comes just yet. Apparently we've got too many people there for him to push into the zone. Even as aggressive as that Warlock was, he's not that aggressive. Alright, so I see him bouncing around. I'm going to come up to the channel again. Have a look over. Then I notice that they're taking C and decide, hey, better have a look back. So I jump over here, and I just about jumped off the ledge. Take a peek there. Realize the real danger is actually coming from the other side. Pick one off. And there's our warp fellow. And he warps out. Alright, so push forward whenever he's blinked behind me. Had a friend there who stasis him, but he would not have been close enough to use his shotgun, even if he had landed. So I'm learning. That's the way you handle the way that guy was playing. A little low on my shot at first, but I pull it down, or pull it up and get the head. I'm just waiting here for them to push in and I can heal. I've also got my super, so I'm just waiting for someone to be silly enough to push in. They don't. There's dog right in front of me. All right. Pushing towards A. We're close to the end. I do have my super again, so here's where I get fixated. I've got this guy cleaned up. Stop looking there. And then, of course, the guy slides to my right side and gets me. And, yeah, there he is. Didn't get a piece of that one. He died before I could, but my super actually shut down another person. And this, my friend here, Firefox, runs out just as that guy throws his super at the end. I'm not going to go out there. Someone spawns right behind me. It was probably that Warlock again. And then, of course, I'm stuck in a super and die after, but that didn't count. All right, so, hey, 16. And I was on the leaderboard above. Dog made the podium. I don't know why. He had 23 opponents defeated. He had more zone advantage kills. I really don't see it. The only thing there is I had more zones captured and a higher KD. That's it. So he's a much better player than I am, and to me, his score looked better than mine, but I don't know what Bungie's calculations are, so who knows? Who knows? So, with that said, I guess that's enough for one day. I feel like, before I go, that the blues, some of them are actually pretty good. The Madrugada is a good scout, lightweight scout, a high RPM. The Badlands Mk is a very good shotgun, you know, for what it is to start off with. And, you know, if you're doing a new light character and you want a couple of good places to start, you get those drops almost right away. You can hang, you know. They're not meta. Is somebody coming in with a better some of the 120s, Igneous Hammer, for instance, or something like that. Yeah, they're gonna kill you. But you know, short of people running full meta, whatever. I mean, if they're in a relaxed mode, it'll hang with anything. So, and I did run and get some sweats this afternoon, trust me. So yeah, there are shortcomings. I won't lie to you, but if you want to just have fun, kick around with something different, give them a shot. All right, that being said, this is Iron Bill thanking you for watching and signing out.